Hello, buddy. It is I, Animate Mother, the Queen of Bones, and your mommy, and we are here on another wonderful Thursday as your DM. The whole party already here. Say hello, buddy.
Hello.
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 Hey. My microphone was off.
Well done, well done. Nobody caved and said hello, everybody. Someone needs to drink their turtle potion. Other than that, yeah. So last session was fun.
Yeah.
A potion drink. Yep. Last session indeed was it was a time. Yeah.
Sarah was badass.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
mostly because I resisted all the things that she could do to us.
Yeah, pretty much. You weren't
And the
as
ending,
viciously
though.
mauled as I was expecting, and yes, that finishing blow was great.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, the only one without an awakened weapon is Riv, because who knows what Zillidia's actual current state is. How that would even work to awakening the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hear a lot of people are doing fun stuff with their level ups.
Yeah. 12th level
yeah,
is really
fudge.
cool.
Some
We
people,
did level up.
You did.
For,
Some
for
people
those of us
haven't
that-
managed to get good rolls for their HP, which is always annoying.
4 out of 5 of us rolled 5.
And for some of you, that's really good. For others, not so much.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten above average on my freaking barbarian HP, but once.
I think I did the math on your HP. It might have been wrong, but I think you're a little bit above average. Just in general.
Well,
Unless I'm missing any feats you might have or whatever.
I've got toughness.
Oh, do you?
I'm rocking an extra 24 HP. Kinda sitting
Gotcha.
at
Yeah, so you're
100.
definitely way below average.
Yeah, and that's mostly due to the fighter rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled great at fighter. Not so great on barb.
Yeah.
Such sadness. Hey, with the 20 HP from 8, I'll be rocking a 169.
Nice. Yeah, and if we make it to next level, I can do a 7th level 8 instead. I want to keep the 6th level open for if I need to do a summon.
Sounds good. Okay, so...
Hey, my rage damage went up, and I got brutal critical.
Yeah, I just did the math. You're 9 points below average, Thobrick.
Ow.
I think? Yeah. You have 125 base, and average for your class combination is 134.
I'm going to put that out of my mind, otherwise it's depressing.
Oh, your HP is like still the highest in the party, so
Barely.
yeah.
I mean, I think Crib and Rivet are catching up.
Uh, Rivet's got 115.
That is how the dice go.
And Crib, wait, what? Oh, and Crib's is lower. Wait, what? How'd that happen?
How's what?
You have lower HP than Rivet now.
Because
I've not been rolling
consistently
well.
rolled really, really well.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
My base on 112 with your 20 or
Yes,
no,
20.
it's with
Yeah, it's 20. Its second
that's
level
what
is
you want?
5 plus 5 for each level of higher, so
okay. Wait,
It's
so you
20.
always gave us 20. I had
Yep.
133. So I'd have had 113. Wait, did I mess up my HP when we leveled up?
Entirely
it's
possible.
See, I rolled a 5.
So that should be a plus 9, plus 8. Yeah,
Uh,
no, plus 9. You have plus 4 con,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So I had 113 plus 9. So I should have 122. I'm missing 10
Okay.
hit points.
Gotcha.
That's what's
Okay,
happening.
that makes sense.
Damn.
I'm nerfing myself for this fight, apparently.
Luckily you just finished that fight, though. Nerf is no longer applicable.
Okay. There we go.
So yes, if I remember correctly, after you got here, pop the cork, Connor, right? Yeah. Then I'll wait outside. If she tries to come up here, I'm gonna swing. If any of you come out here without killing her, I'm gonna swing. Like,
Yeah. And they were just about to swing.
if I hear battle stopping and you not coming out, I'm putting that cork back in. Is the long and short of it. But thankfully, you did manage to finish her off, just as she was about to try and book it.
Mhm.
Because she wasn't wasn't stupid. She's like, yeah, okay, I'm losing this. Bye. But Angry Bird plunge attack did not allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Epic one round change and unchange.
Yeah. Total,
Mhm.
like, I don't remember where I've seen something like that in, like, an animated show. But I think I've seen something like that before.
I think how I'm picturing it is that I've seen it where like they'll like go to do the move and it's more like an avatar spirit over the
Mm.
top of them
Oh,
into the
yeah.
air and then they come down.
Mm-hmm.
But like that quick transformation like that, I don't think I've seen that. But yes, you were invited for a drink and to stay the night in that little underground speakeasy tavern sort of place that Connor was just tending to himself, cleaning the bar and serving drinks to the patrons. That was himself.
Yeah.
And yeah, with your level up, you are empowered further. What's the next move? It doesn't really have much in the way to offer you breakfast or anything like that, really.
Mm. Well, we probably ought to find something to do. We've got 2 months, so. even if we've accomplished most of what we're gonna do, we still need to keep moving.
You ever wondered? Wait, hold on. 2 months till what exactly?
Uh, I'll let someone else explain. Sierra returning to her normal shy self after doing something badass.
Preferably someone with any charisma at all.
Whole party that can get cribbed.
Sorry, Crib was thinking about Soldat. What happened?
You come to and just everybody's staring at you.
Looks around. What is it?
I asked what happens in 2 months, and they all just kind of froze on.
Oh, well. In 2 months, we have a bit of a battle on our hands against an archmage. So, trying to be prepared.
Not just
Mm-hmm.
funny. That sort of times the loader would fly over. He just throws the drink back.
Oh, so you're
Yep.
in the loop on that, at least.
You live in the Badlands. When you've been here long enough, you certainly ask questions about why a dragon flies over at a certain time each year. And why it isn't the same time every. That's a little frustrating. Well, if that's all, then no. As long as you're confident you can get to where you need to be to fight this Archmage in 2 months, then I suppose the time's yours.
Does remind me, we were planning to get some research done. Weren't we? Or at least check in on our friends in Altwelev.
Yes.
Why does that name ring a bell? No, none of my business. You know what? Now that I think about it, my duty here is done. What I'll do next? Oh, let's not waste the dawn. You see him, he just disappears into his back room and is sort of gone for like 10 minutes. Soon enough, he comes back out, like, basically, like, the third, like, topper for his bed, like, his bed sheet almost, is now he's just got it, like, round himself, like, over his shoulders, like a massive cloak. He's got it pinned up. Like, a good pack on his back, and you can hear from the sounds, he's basically just packed up everything that's, like, his to have, really. But the pack doesn't look cumbersome. You see, almost like where the bedroll will be strapped on the underside of it, he's got the remainder of the keg that he was nursing. Like, since the last time he got his supplies, is just strapped under the bottom of his backpack. Well then. I'll be off then. I'm sure I can trust you to close the door on the way out. Whoa! Lovely Chi! Gobs and Bones! A total of 13 people! Fucking hell! Thank you so much for the rate!
Jeez.
Double
She's not
raid.
here.
Oh
no, she is there.
I'm sorry. Go lie to me. Go lie to me.
Awesome time.
Oh, she lied. Oh.
Wait, third
Oh
raid?
my God.
With another 4 people?
Where the fuck was she? Where was she?
Oh, here's a, like,
Oh my
just a bunch of cages over
I
here.
clenched
The
so
crusty
hard.
I know what this is, the
Koji
crusty puzzle.
Botanical, thank you for the
crusty.
raid as well.
Where was she?
I don't know. She came from our left.
Oh, whoops. Jobs and points. Stars in time. We all 3 of you play Stars in Time.
Bitch. In more ways than one. She hates everyone and everything except for my parent. Has bitten me multiple times. She's one of those crusty little white dogs, that like have like the crusty eyes. She's
Is it
very...
is it one of those white dogs?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
God.
I put pictures of her.
Yep, you're always Stars in Time.
Oh. Oops.
Okay. Yeah, welcome on in everybody. Oh my gosh, yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Just deciding where to go next. Yeah. Right, I believe I just interrupted Miles because of the raids. What were you saying?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because Connor just realized that his like reason for being there is just kind of done now. He packed up his stuff and he said, "Yeah, just close the door on your way out." I guess is what he said.
I think Greg was just like, "Yep."
Okay.
Ugh. Look in your bottles to come.
And Jews, well,
I'm sure there'll be plenty. As I've told you before. My clan seems to show up when needed. And he heads up. And you see his footsteps just crunching on the grass further and further away. Alright, research in Overlav was mentioned.
Yes. We were hoping to maybe
yeah.
figure out how exactly O'Hagan has tied his life force to that of Zerlodio, if that can be undone. And also we were going to check in on the Rolds and see how they're doing, what they're doing, etc.
Alright, sounds like it's time to use the amulet.
where are we going exactly is the
boy.
question.
Oh, right, yeah, they're not just sitting at Overlav anymore, huh?
I mean, maybe we tried to get there at one point to see them, but that's when we got the wild and ended up on the completely other side of the map.
Right.
Yes,
so they might
that
be
is
there.
why we're here in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
might still be there, but since we had sent out the message to try and gather towards the temple, they might not be.
I mean, wait, what? Wait, who?
Didn't Zephyr send messages? Like, we talked to Zephyr, like, oh, we're going to send out messages, gather people together.
I guess.
That's why it was taking 2 months. They were going to gather the peoples. I don't know.
I don't know if
I
they were
don't
gonna
take
do
notes.
it immediately.
No, I don't think they were telling them to go there. I think it's just saying basically be ready for
Yeah.
things to kick off.
Also, the reason why it was going to take a while is because that's the next time the dragon passed overhead, and that's just kind of the time frame we had set for ourselves.
Yeah, and also certain other allies of ours that are
Yes.
coming in their own time. The genies.
Mm-hmm.
Unrelated, Rivet,
Yes?
you're still blue.
Yes.
Do you want to not be blue? I mean, it kind of suits you. It goes well with the pink and the
The pink is gone. The
Oh, the
pink is
pink is
now
gone.
blue.
Okay.
That's why she's blue.
Well, maybe you could be less blue and also be with the pink. I don't know.
Rivet checks herself in the mirror. Sees Vitae is like, oh, wrong mirror.
I don't actually understand why you're blue, to be honest.
When I finished reading the Tome of Understanding, I don't know, I kinda am.
Okay. Is it like a curse or?
I don't feel cursed, which I don't think is necessarily helpful.
Well, I
To
mean,
be
I was.
perfectly clear, the only parts of Rivet that are blue are the parts that were once pink.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I was
Yes.
always thinking you were blue, like total.
No,
blue.
she did not turn completely blue like the wild magic option.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
She did not smurf.
No,
Okay, then this
she
can,
got a palette swap.
Then this can maybe be a an invite to the whole party then. You saw my you've seen my guide a couple times. Though I'm not sure you properly were able to meet at the wedding. Because she was bawling her eyes out the whole time. But I might be able to have her visit us. And, well, maybe we can all visit her. If you're up for that.
So, how?
Well, you've seen how I can call upon angels. I feel after that fight some energy that I've had dormant in me for some time that I can now call upon her to aid me.
Fascinating.
The spell requires that I know her name, which I do. But yeah. Just an offer. If you'd like to.
Is that something that you would like us to do?
Well, she was kind of my first. I don't really know what you would call her. I know you'd probably be a little worried if I say this, but I can't not call my mother. But she was my first caretaker, my first friend, so. Again, you've met before, but a proper
We can go
visit
visit
when.
your not mom.
Hmm?
We can go visit your not mom.
Well, yeah. I was also kind of asking you because I don't know. It's a little awkward. It's I don't know. Sorry. But yeah. So like, we could maybe visit her with the thing, the plane shift thing, or whatever.
Sounds fine to me. I don't. Any comments from the peanut gallery?
Griv stops eating peanuts.
A loud crunching stops.
I mean, he's a dragonborn. He probably eats them shell and all.
Mhm.
And here I thought that was Blix doing her crunching.
I see no problems with that. If we're going to visit, though, I think I can get there with the amulet. It's not.
Yeah. I don't know the exact plane, but it should be Melora's realm.
I think that I need to know where I'm going. I could ask Pelor, see if he might be able to.
Yeah, or I could ask Melora, in a similar way. Or ask Melora to tell Pillar to ask you. I don't know.
Those are all options.
I will. So we're trying to see Galatia.
Galatia, yes.
Okay. In Melora's realm. I will pray to Pelor.
I guess I'll pray to Melora.
And try to see if he might know of where that is, or give me some sort of flash of vision to use for the spell.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm looking through all of this and I'm not seeing like the name of her like own domain.
Yeah.
Like her part of the celestial plane.
Can make one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is the only way.
Yeah. In my dreams, I remember just hills and cliffs and forests and valleys of endless green.
Okay, prayer time, prayer time, prayer time, prayer time, prayer
Prayer
time, prayer time, prayer time, prayer time. Come on now, prayer time, prayer time, prayer give me like a religion roll just to see how our prayer time goes, I guess.
Okie dokie. I think this might be the first time in a long time I've rolled religion. Blah. 10.
16. Not bad, considering I didn't do my warm-up rolls.
You know what? I guess you would, it like being your primary deities, you would have advantage on it.
Sure.
I guess Crib, you should check. Okay.
Natural 20. Crit for strikes again.
Oh yeah. So you pray to Melora. And you're praying, like, I'd like to come visit and see Galadia. And after a bit, you hear, hey Sarah, Galadia here. Laura's a little busy right now.
Okay.
But the sound of you coming to visit sounds really nice. How? But I'm sure she'll be fine with it if you can.
We kind of have a cursed plane shift medallion. It kind of latched itself onto Kriv, and we've been using it to sort of hop around the place. So that's how we would get there.
Great. That doesn't sound terrifying.
Yeah,
Cursed item attached.
It's usually fine. Because it only doesn't work about half the time. Or a quarter of the time, rather, mathematically. But I would say about half.
Great.
Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'll keep my wings crossed for you. Just get here safe, please.
We will.
You feel the prayer, like the presence in your prayer fade, and then this weird clicking sound in your ear. Crib, you're like, you get down into your prayer position, and you start your prayer. Oh, great Pelot. Yes, what is it? Yes? Hello?
We have our gods on speed dial.
It looks over, it's like, he's got like his general prayer line, then there's the special like dragon line. He's just like...
I mean, we visited his realm. We've been in his house.
Mm-hmm.
We are trying to get to Melora's realm via the amulet I own to see my sister Sierra's guardian, Galadia. But I am not familiar with the place, and was wondering if you might be able to bestow upon me some form of vision so that we could get there.
Of course. Her domain is one of the most expansive. For as you have seen, in my home, it is not so different from your plane. It is made up of fields, trees, hills, cliffs, whatever the claiming deity shapes it to be. Melora's domain is every unclaimed field, every unclaimed tree and flower in between those domains. She tends to everything that we are not responsible for ourselves. Go her home, and you get this flash of this huge tree that's got so many different fruits growing on it. It's kind of crazy. And yet it's a
my
tree, but it's got like flowers blooming here and there, making it all different colors. Like,
Amazing.
and like the trunk, and like there's this perfect like doorway, like a giant god-sized double doorway in the base of the tree, and like there's lovely little like windows and stuff up the trunk of the tree, etc. It's so natural, it's almost fey, but in a divine way.
I mean, either way is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I would advise you to get her permission.
And my sister is
Alright,
speaking
done.
out to her as I speak to you.
Very good. Then I wish you fair travels.
Thank you, Lord Pello.
Should you not be able to find the way clear to yourself, I can guide you from my domain.
Thank you. It is very much appreciated.
Time grows ever short. I look forward to witnessing you in battle. For it will be a battle that will be spoken of for a long time. And you feel his presence just start to away.
Right. Did that.
So how'd that go?
It went well. Very
Okay.
well. He said he gave me a vision and said to ask permission first.
I have done that.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Galadia said that Melora would probably be fine with it, but I don't know if. But I think it's fine.
Thobrick, remembering the time they dropped into the Palor's orchard unannounced.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I mean, I've got friends there.
Massive celestials come up and be like, state your business fucking now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, such a fun time. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. So, ba.
That's it. That is.
Okay. Guidance.
Let's go.
All right, everybody.
Time
Let's
for the
see how
magic,
this
time
works.
for the magic, time for the magic, time for the magic.
15. I make it.
Yeah. You good?
Somehow the guide is -2s, and we don't actually we get random.
Don't tempt fate.
All right,
Fate
I
is listening.
cast plane shift. And name the Milor's tree.
I didn't like that laugh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, because you only had that image to go on, I gave it, a little wiggle room, but you're fine.
Sure.
Okay. Ominous.
Oh boy.
It's fine. We're fine.
You're
The
fine.
spell didn't go awry. For now.
Just, you all hold hands and then just boom into nothingness.
Same kumbaya.
And then you breach through the barrier into the celestial plane. And the next moment, you feel the plushest carpet of grass beneath your feet. Like it like fresh grass, like when it's slightly icy, like it would like do that little crunch, but with that bit of resistance. Well, imagine if it had that bit of bounce and resistance, but was warm. And you find yourself basically in the middle of a massive courtyard. And there are like these wooden tables and chairs set out for as if you were having tea, but they're in all different shapes and sizes. And you see that massive tree that is like Feywild crazy levels of like different colors and stuff in it, but none of it's weird. It's all recognizable flowers from your plane and everything. And for a brief second, as your ears focus in, there's some quiet chatter in that before you sort of you hear someone sort of gasp and quiet down. And you look around. It seems some people were having tea. As you look over and you see, dressed very nicely, one table has two bunnies sitting upright with three little bunnies on smaller chairs next to them. Well, taller chairs, but overall smaller chairs. And you see in front of them are just like various like leafy greens and a pot of tea. Then over there, you're seeing like almost like they're like Gone with the Wind. Like you've seen these creatures of nature, but in like a elevated, awakened state, just having a nice time.
Nice.
You still see like there's just animals everywhere, full on Disney princess time, like. And you see, they sort of notice you, and they're like, you hear a slight murmuring between them. It's like, who's that? Who's that? What do we have? Like, and I'll just a few beats. Like the moment you feel like, oh, maybe we should say hello. The second you have that thought, you're like, don't worry, everyone. I'm respecting them. Don't worry, it's fine, fine. Carry on, carry on. And you see Galadia just quick walking, like speed walking out from the tree.
Yeah.
She's like got a little hard little walk on. She's like holding her like dress up a little bit as she's like slightly running. And her large like
Formal speed walking.
yeah, and like her wings of leaves and like the spines of them is like vines or branches even. And she comes on over and she's still doing it. She's still like until she gets close, and then she lets her dress fall normally, just to free her hands up as she scoops up Zira and gives her a big hug.
Yeah. I'll
You
give her a big
made it.
hug.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked without a hitch this time.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I suppose risk worth taking since you're here now. You know, you had confidence, and that's good. That is good. It's always good to have confidence in your actions, especially when they would have some consequences. Let's not worry about that now. You're here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you are here, and oh, sorry. Like she pads herself a little bit. It just, you know, you're here on the celestial plane in Melora's realm, and then what feels like not so long ago, you were just. All I could do was whisper to you in your sleep and try and help you out of that place you're in.
Yeah. I used to hate hearing from you, but I realized that I was wrong too.
Well, yes, I think we already had that discussion quite some time ago.
That's true. That's true. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, you've certainly come a long way. Like, well, maybe we didn't discuss it. Maybe I just heard you saying it.
Maybe.
She gets out her like notebook and starts flicking through like.
I want to look over it, see if there's any like sappy poetry or anything like that.
You see, it's mostly like a transcripts of your like conversations, but she's like made notations on it of like almost like a teacher making notes on papers. Like,
oh my god,
it's like still
she's
not
so
confident, needs
cute.
improvement. Like,
oh my god,
wording choice here worrying. Maybe investigate.
My angel guide is Grammarly.
But yeah, like conversations not that you've ever had, but just between the two of you.
Okay.
You know, it's like okay, like you know, sent her well wishes. Not sure she heard me. She did smile though, so maybe like.
Okay. Anyway.
Right.
I mean,
yes.
I just
collapsed the notebook.
the point. Yeah, the point that I'm here. Of course you've met. Crib and Rivet and Thobrick. But I wanted them to visit you properly because I can summon you now.
Oh.
I'll be seeing you much more.
Right, yes. She like gives the curtsy to everyone. It's like it's almost Alice in Wonderland in here, but without the psychedelics.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably somewhere around here. It's nature after all.
Yeah, in fact, you know, you can see over there some like rings of smoke that are definitely not tobacco smoke coming from a pipe.
But yeah, everyone say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Right.
Greetings.
So yes, we only met briefly before. I'm Galadia. I'm Syrah's spiritual guide. Spirit guardian, whatever word you want to use for it. And I hear that I'm going to have to be a bit more involved. So, well, that sounds exciting, and I think it's gonna be so fun. I've even started practicing my arrival speech to whatever wrongdoer I'm being summoned to get.
Ooh. I look forward to it.
Yes, I
if
really
you,
want to use the word
or
avaunt. I'm not sure why. But it
oh,
just
a font. Oh my god. Well, yeah, literally. But if you, I tend to do like a little speech of my own when I'm summoning my angels. But if you want to coordinate that, or that would be swell.
Well, no. Of course, you do it however you like. It's just that when you've had done your little speech and you've summoned me, I'll probably have something to say then.
Oh yes, absolutely.
You know, with
You
my
are a bit more
imposing.
talkative than Gazardiel and Caspiel.
Right? Yeah, they were nice. They
They're good. I haven't really summoned Caspiel a lot. I think I should more often. He's an interesting guy.
Well, yes, you want to favor one over the other. They're
Yeah.
like your words speak of them as a pair.
Yeah. Gazardiel is often more effective in close quarters, which is usually where I am. But yeah, we'll see. Um, hopefully that works out. But yeah, it does take me. Actually, I guess you would need to do your speech like when we get to the thing that you're facing, because it does take me 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, so it would
So
be.
it wouldn't be middle of combat, but it would be in preparation for something big.
Oh, okay. So it's beforehand.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, either way, you do get to do your big old speech if you want.
Yeah, no, I thought like in the middle of combat, I'll be arriving in the thing, like forming probably with some radiance and some.
Oh, that'll be there. I mean, you're pretty radiant yourself.
Aw. Well, as are you. You know, I've been doing my best to make sure you shine bright after all. She kind of reaches out and ruffles your hair.
Yeah.
But then she immediately
Bright
starts
like a diamond.
she ruffles your hair, then immediately starts brushing it down to like fix it. Like after she does,
Yeah.
it's like ruffle. Oop, okay, yeah. Push away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, I thought, and also that I thought I've been trying to find my best stick for the occasion. She just holds her hand out, and then just stick comes out of the ground. She's got this massive like shillelagh. So I thought, this should work. I'm down, fight, and whatever evilry, and I'll just smash it over the head like this, like that.
I mean,
Very good.
I'm sure the turtle can tell you that the big, and Rivet too, can both tell you that the big bong stick is never a wrong way to go.
Yeah. It's often a good way to deal with wrongdoers.
Yes, and of course, being one of Melora's chosen, all else fails, I can, well, he takes a few steps back and then transforms into a massive elephant.
Amazing. But it's still like an elephant that's like green and leafy and stuff.
Yes.
Amazing.
Because, yes, he basically has wild shape.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing with freaking Celestials, their deciding factor is basically it has to be equal to or less than their own challenge rating.
Yeah, so she can turn into a T-Rex or whatever. It's like polymorph.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's like polymorph, but it has wild shape connotations. But yeah, we haven't actually decided where we were going from here, but I thought it would be a good stopping point along the way. But yeah,
Oh, she also retains full ability to speak in these new forms.
yeah, which of course means that she can cast spells in that form, though her spells are a little bit limited.
Oh yeah. Okay. Very
She can
limited.
raise dead, so that's cool.
And quite fittingly enough, she can commune.
Hmm.
All right. So, anyway, so I thought this, like I'm big, I can step on nasty things, and then right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Here she transfers back.
No, no, you're fine, Galadia. You're amazing.
I no, you're amazing. You're all amazing. I've been keeping on Sarah and hearing little things about what you've been up to. You're all breathtaking, honestly. I've been talking far too much, haven't I?
No, not at all. They're not super. I mean, I don't know. Do you have anything y'all want to say about Galadia here?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for looking out for Sierra as much as you have and being there for her. Just Crib's trying to like work out in his head, just like, okay, Sierra's my sister. This is kind of like her mom, guardian. How does that work? With this, just like his brain is smoking a little bit because he's not dumb, but he's not the smartest. He looks at Rivet with her +6.
Auntie Galadia?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Hey, I think I'm as smart as the turtle.
Yeah. I mean, if you've got a +1, you're as smart as me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 13 intelligence.
Yep.
And despite the grandeur and everything, like, she's still a medium. So she's still kind of like all of yours, sort of height.
Yeah. But she has like big muscles.
It's about the morsels.
Yeah.
She's super strong, but she wears like almost school teachery outfits with like
oh my
the
god,
baggy sleeves, so you can't see how swole she
okay.
is. Like,
I mean,
God.
Sierra is married and also not really sexual a lot, but that is for Maxine.
they got puffy sleeves and everything, so like, her divine swollenness shall not be shown. He's modest. He's very modest.
Yeah.
Although, honestly, I'm thinking that if we are going to battle, maybe rest for tea time is not the best idea, but whatever. It's not like I actually have to like wear armor or anything.
Armor,
so
yeah. I mean, yeah.
maybe I have more sort of like the long dress kind of like splits down the sides, which has got like leggings on underneath, and make it more into like a wouldn't say like, I guess technically a loincloth, but like a really long one down to her shins. Like
A tabard. Is
tabard,
what that
there
would
we
be
go.
called.
You know, because then I could do more sort of kicks to one side and kick to the other side. Like, yeah, that's more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I not really
Um,
haven't really done much combat personally, honestly. So I'm still
mm,
having to mull over the.
well, I think you'll manage just fine.
Well, since I'll be at your side, then if I'm not, then I know you're both fine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh,
But yeah.
how rude of me. Teeny one?
I mean, depends where we're going and what urgency, but I guess we can talk about that over tea.
Right, wonderful. Yes. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Why don't we let's take this inside? Come on, come on. Start walking back towards the large tree, and the doors are like 20 feet tall. And yet, despite being deity size, it's still really quite cozy in here. Like, somehow. Well, I suppose maybe not 20 feet tall, maybe 10 foot tall, because of course what size the deity is completely up to them. Yeah. They don't all have to be like big, imposing. Wow. Yeah, she takes you to like a nice little like a living room situation with a nice coffee table, and like it's like, oh, be at home. This particular living room is my living room when I'm entertaining, so we don't have to worry about getting in anyone's way. I'm just gonna head next door. I'm gonna get us some tea, and I don't know what. I know your favorite things, Sarah, but anyone have any like things they shouldn't partake in, or things that? Oh, I'll just bring some nuts and stuff.
That's one of the things that is most common to be allergic to. But okay. They were eating peanuts earlier, so I think they're fine.
Yeah, Kriv was eating peanuts.
I mean, Rivet isn't known to partake in nuts, but
Yeah, oh my god. I mean, in the colloquial sense, but not the other sense.
She sort of disappears, like leaving the air more open to conversation. As she is
Okay.
very excited.
So yeah, where are we going from here? We could go anywhere.
You hear from the next room, just sort of like.
Okay, so we came here, spoke to Galedia. Where are we going next? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, and he's responding with the I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks at the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, Rivet, where do you think... I mean, like, we've got lots of places we could go. We kind of... I mean, what we covered last time we spoke with the dragons was, Zephyr was going to Alt-Lalav and the Shadow Dragon, and, Vitae, right?
Vitae.
Yes.
Vitae was
Vitae.
going to talk with the Gold King. So in the meantime, we don't really... I mean, we could go anywhere, but... Yeah.
As to... Hold on, let me check my notes.
Vitae speaking to the Gold King. But then I thought of like the Gold King contributing to the end game, and I'm like, he would like approach the coming battle with a massive army, and while it would be like a perfectly coordinated military maneuver, at the same time it would kind of also be in the same vein of Prince Ali Valius.
Amazing.
The entire army nat 20s on a performance check.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of
Silly boy.
a few smaller side like investigations, we don't have all that much to do. I have to figure out a way to ensure the creatures on Zelodio are not harmed. But that's not research I'm going to be able to easily do with that. The materials at Otwalav. Assuming it is there in the first place. We I suppose we do need to discuss what exactly our plan is for after, assuming we can and do defeat O'Hagan, like what then? That type of thing.
Well, I guess part of it is rehousing everyone who would have lost their homes in that. We haven't been to New Hope in a while, but that's not nearly enough space for how many people are on are in Elcor.
I remember there being devices within the tower towns that were part of the initial attempt to pull Zulodio out of the sky, And I don't know, I might be able to turn that into a sort of, instead of pulling down, pushing up to ensure that she has a soft landing. But I do not. I'm
Maybe.
not sure.
You still don't know what going to Tor's temple with the Sphinx will do. Will we get teleported up there? Will it drag her down? We don't
I
know
hope
what
not
that will
drag her
entail.
down, because that might be a little bit violent for everyone inside.
Yes.
Like I said, we don't know what it does, what it'll do.
Yeah.
Hard to make plans for the future if we don't know.
And it's a bit rude to the Sphinx if we just go there to ask what it's gonna do to us.
Yes. It may as well see us approaching and be like, great, and then just put us up there, and
Oh
then
god, that
what
would be
happens?
terrible.
We do need a stronger, I think, plan for what we want to do once we are up there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get like people out of that place. Like, none of us can really teleport or anything. I mean, we can do the plane shift thing, but that takes a long time.
I
That
do have
will-
this,
But yes.
and Rippet will show a. Where is it? It's in my items somewhere.
Mhm.
Did Rivet make a thing?
Rivet made a thing.
No, she didn't make a
Oh.
thing, but she did find it on a body.
Oh.
And she points out the Ring of Recall, which she's wearing on her thumb.
Oh.
I can teleport myself to a any teleportation circle I have visited before,
Interesting.
or any teleportation circle I can aim it at.
Oh, right. Right.
All
that was
right,
the thing that
yes.
you were saying. Yeah, pointed at the dragon, basically.
It's the hitchhiker's freaking ring.
It is the hitchhiker's thumb.
Yes.
The lady comes
That was a
in,
great move.
got like a freaking bowl of apples, and like a
Mm.
bowl of berries, and like
Yeah.
big jug of cream, and just like some
Oh
bowls
my
for
gosh.
people, and some nuts, mixed nuts, and
Yeah.
then she comes back
Cereal.
with some tea, and she just sits down, just very quietly, just listening. She's like shifts her form, just like so she doesn't have her wings in the way.
Of course, the problem with that thing is that it's only you, right?
It's only whoever's wearing it.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Hi, Taco,
Which
and
I
yes, have a
suppose
lovely
could be
day,
used
lovely
to-
tea. Thank you. I hope you are too.
I mean, take one person off of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Drop the voice. We do need to be ready in case it all goes very wrong very quickly.
Mhm. That's true.
What else is there?
Well, if it does go all wrong, then that just means that we need to be together so that we can get out of there. But Or at least Kriv can get out there with as many people as he can.
I believe, based off of the magics as I've used it, I'm able to take up to 8 people at a time. It's not very many, though this is at will so long as I continue to, manage to
Yeah.
make the magic to work.
Yeah, that's the difficult part, because if it was... I mean, it probably wouldn't matter if it was me or Sobek, but if it was Rivet, then we would be able to do that much more consistently. But,
Talk to the Fey lady.
yeah, that would be a good place to maybe try to keep people for safekeeping for some time, because I don't actually... How even does that plane work? It's just we kind of went there when we fell asleep, and then we woke up and we were back. I don't think it was plane shifting that got there.
I'm not sure
The
if
place
it's
of
real
dreams.
safe.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, like, is that even a plane?
well.
Yeah, you actually transport them to Muriel's domain. She'll think you're bringing her presents.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's important to make sure that they know what's going on. Or, I mean, at least not bring them there, hopefully. It would be bad to take someone into an even worse place.
You accidentally drop some civilians off in the Feywild. You come back. You now see yourself about to leave with those people that you took to the Feywild.
Oh god. That'd be terrible too. Well, actually, I mean, that could be less bad sometimes, but not really.
That could sometimes be less bad.
And then sometimes you take people, you actually go to the Feywild, you come back, the thing's already crashed, and everyone else is not there anymore. Yeesh.
And then we have to play time travel roulette with the fucking Feywild. No, thank you.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yeah.
We could attempt to gather more allies to...
Yeah.
do the things that we cannot expect ourselves to be able to do.
Perhaps.
Like, when we are fighting O'Hagan, there's likely to be a big stink.
Yeah. There is still that, Death Knight that's on our tail.
Oh, yes!
I
Perhaps
did
that's
promise him a fair
deal with.
duel.
I'm
Before-
sorry, what?
We, kind of accidentally busted a ring of vampires, and they had a
Good job.
Death Knight.
Uh-huh.
It kind of drove us off, because it kind of hit us with a huge necromantic fireball. But it's waiting for a duel, I guess. If Kriv will win that duel, I can't be certain, but we can certainly try to destroy it afterwards if he loses. And of course, with your capabilities, raising him would be trivial.
Right. Yes. Yes. The Death Knight's definitely on the big list of who not to fight. Well, actually,
Yeah, they're a
it's
bit.
actually a very short list. Actually, I just started it now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking it would be a really bad time if it just randomly showed up when we wanted to go to Alcar, and then it just trains us
Right. So
all our resources.
Zelodio is flying over head of what is locally known as the Badlands part of the Mortal Plane. In how long?
2 months ish, less something. I don't know.
Okay. Rivet, we
2
have a
months
less.
and 6 days.
There we are. Okay. And what's the plan for when that 2 months is over? We're talking about like, leading up to that point. Have you thought about what you're doing at that moment? It sounds like that was kind of where you're getting at, but of course, getting from here to on the dragon—that's the part I'm not hearing.
With the plane shift stuff we can get there, but there's
Yes.
also, we're not sure exactly what the Temple of Tor will do. Considering that the towers were what brought it down, I don't know if the temple would do the same thing. Because that would be a little bit odd that there was a second way to do that. But I mean, if it does teleport us there, then that would be another way.
I mean, the first time, Zelodia was brought low, but Tor tried to catch her to like soften her fall. And he kind of got pushed back into the earth by that all. I think. So I imagine it's what I think guess it's what he would try to do again. I can't say for certain. It's been such a long time. She's like tapping her lip with the quill, like Alright, but okay, getting to the Temple of Tor. As long as that's in your 2 months and 6 days. Because you mentioned teleporting, but then how much time would you have to dedicate it to if it's not a teleport? Like, what if it's something else? Like, also, how big is the
probably
Temple
just
of Tor? Like, how are you getting into it?
well, the plane shift is the backup plan, so it's possible that that'll take a couple minutes to. I mean, depending on if it messes up. But
Right. Sorry, I know I'm not part of the discussion here. I just was listening, and I just had some concerns. Just make sure that
all good.
they do. Plums, anyone? Offers the bowl of plums around.
takes one and eats it. I don't think he's ever had a plum.
Careful, there's a stone in the middle.
I was gonna say that Sapphire bites just straight through on. But then Crib beat me to the joke.
Zephyr gets a squish and then a crunch in the middle as a treat. Oh, and anyone else with some tea? Just help yourself. It's that. Like, um.
Yeah, Criff will drink tea, eat some plums, and remember after the first one, or after the first one, pull the pit out. Just like, okay.
You drink the tea. You feel mildly inspired. You have a D8 inspiration die to spend whenever you like. You just
Oh my
partook
goodness.
of the inspiring tea.
Have a cup of liver tea.
Maybe what we need to think about now, what have you got in motion? What have you already done that is set up for the Zelodio and all of that? What do you have? Let's focus on that for now, because then maybe then it'll be more helpful. I don't know. Maybe like when you're recounting what you do have, maybe then it'll become more clear what you don't have. Right? Makes sense to me.
Does make sense. Because the only thing I can think of off the top of my head that we want to do is that giant clockwork golem for Rivet.
Well, yes, but I don't see how that would be helpful.
That's why I said want to do, not need to do. Plus, there'll always be time for it once we defeat O'Hagan. So, what have we done? Visited Ultimate Love.
Yeah, the question is, what have we done? Gotten stronger, upgraded our dragon weapons. That's about it. Maybe.
We have also gotten the assistance of Zephyr, Vitae, and
Big
the
old king.
genies and the Rolds.
Yeah.
Now Connor's clan, maybe.
The genie.
Just want to open these cookies.
Yes.
Gold King.
Yes. Him too. I thought we also asked Lord Octavia if he would help,
Mm-hmm.
but I could be misremembering. Yes.
Well, of course, you know,
Uh,
with the Gold King's help also comes the help of Lord Octavia.
mhm.
I mean, you satisfied Qogi,
Yes.
so you don't manage to communicate with Qogi because people aren't quite sure if you can, because they're like
Yeah.
just like a force that is applied, yet it's also has a correlating dragon. Um,
I was gonna make a joke about, oh yeah, let me just talk to Gravity real quick, but we have had conversations with Storm, Wind.
the very essence of magic itself.
Yes.
And technically, Thobek did talk to Tor, who's dead. So hey, we can always give that a shot.
Wind, water, fire.
Certainly can't hurt.
We also have to figure out how to how to not lose a train of thought, apparently. Jesus Christ. Never mind.
The only time I actually heard the voice of Qogi and communed with her was when I was falling.
Does that mean we just need to lift Blix up somewhere really high to have her fall again?
I think it was more gravity was being applied to her. Possibly.
Gravity is always being applied to you.
When I jumped
again
in and
lost the
descended
fucking
to
accent.
But when I jumped in, trying to recover the pieces of Draki, that liquid had its effect, yes. But besides that, I was at the complete mercy of gravity. Activities to replicate such an environment are worrying. You see Blix pick up a cup, take a sip of tea, and then a few seconds later you see it kind of like coming out the bottom of her jaw. Like the tea is very nice, thank you.
All Thumper can think is she probably needs a bib.
She just like wipes the underside of her chin with like a napkin. Digitates herself, you know. It's fine. I'm not sure if she has that one. No, doesn't have that. That's fine. She has a napkin. Alright, so it sounds like you have quite a lot. You know, these figures you've aided and that are going to come to your aid aren't exactly like, sorry, aren't exactly, you know, small people. They're not, I'm sure they can be more than just themselves. So. And I mean, you're taking down one wizard hoping to land Zelodio safe. So, you know, it's sounds like quite a lot at the moment.
It quite is. But there are still plenty of concerns as to there's a lot of uncertainty that is inherent in this, which we want to minimize, but
That's true. Although it'll never be zero. Plus, who knows? You might want to give yourself a week to explore the Temple of Tor, because, you know, I mean, there's probably a lot of stuff there that's not been laid eyes upon by anyone for quite some time. You won't want to have to just rush through it and end up...
Well, I mean, we've been there before, but
Oh, you have?
not. I mean, we only went into the room with the Sphinx, but
Ah.
if there's more to it, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm sorry. I just going off what I've heard so far. Oh, I realized I've not had crisp on this entire time. You can hear me typing. While you're taking a brief moment to gather your thoughts, a big, white, fluffy Samuyed walks into the room and just starts being like, "Hi! I thought I'd come in here because dog." And I start making friends.
Rivet is smiling from ear to ear. Whatever thoughts she had, gone. There's a dog.
Happy dog.
Don't you have that whistle that just summons nearby dogs?
I do. I'm not sure if they're nearby dogs or if it's just like dogs from the dog dimension, but
And they're sporting like a little fashionable bit of neckwear there, just because. Not leash or anything. They just look rather handsome in it. It's you're the first one to perk up. They like lock onto you and they go straight over, and they're like, "Aha! Attention!"
Rivet is fully distracted by this dog who is about as large as she is.
If not friend, why friendship?
Oh, seems we're having to take a little puppy break. And also, it's getting up to the time that we do need to take our break. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, everyone's been thinking so hard. Everyone, take 10 minutes, and then Copernicus, you're gonna have to let them get back to things. Okay? You got 10 minutes. All right?
Name is Copernicus.
See you in 10.
See you in 10.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Everyone sounds so sleepy.
I am a little distracted. Not sleepy though.
Yeah.
That's
I
fair
mean,
enough.
I've been pretty sleepy recently.
That's fair.
But I did have a like 2-hour nap before session, so
Oh, that's nice. All right. Well, we'll be back in 10 minutes,
Sweet.
everybody. If people are still watching, thank you for being here. We're taking our midway point break, so see you in 10 minutes. Get yourself hydrated, stretch, etc. Alright, seems we're all back now. Bit of a longer break than intended, but whatever.
I'm literally trying to make a base in each biome.
Let's switch to this. Let's go with this nice fantasy tea room ambience. Marcia's music. Oh no, that's a bit too heavy on like the straight up constantly pouring tea. No. Mm.
But yeah, before I go exploring, I always make sure I have like beacons. So if I find a live pod, it's like boop.
Lots of animal noises.
Keep hearing that. It's like
Amelia Star.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
What's what?
keep hearing these like little pings, and it's like,
Alright, so. Alright, I think that's time. Before I get back to your planning and stuff. Chronicus. Now is the time to think. He just sort of looks over, like, mouth open, like, tongue hanging out, just happily panting, and just sort of just goes, and just kind of struts out.
Arnicus is good boy.
That is a very good boy.
You know what's funny is theoretically, Find Steed can summon a hound. I could literally just summon Copernicus as a mount, though I can't ride him. Just be like, hey, Rivet.
Rivet, check out this new spell I learned. Summon dog.
thing is, it would still be Sulda, wouldn't it?
It's theoretically, if it works how Find Familiar works, and that it's the same spirit, just taking a different form.
Why am I small?
And fluffy. Because fluff is justice.
No, just the small part. I was not complaining about being fluffy. Just the small. So, where were we?
I'm trying to figure out what to do next.
I think our first order of business should be ensuring that, regardless of what happens, those who are Um. Shit, damn it! Me and losing my train of thought. No matter what
Seems to be a
happens,
problem,
those.
Ribbit.
Yeah, no kidding. Um. Whether we win or lose, or a disaster strikes, the people of Alcor are safe. I think that ensuring that in however we have to is our first order of business.
Mm-hmm. Right, yes, of course, like the greater good and such, yes.
Yes.
Lady undoes the little tie around her wrist so she can push the puffy sleeve up to her elbow and then, like, tie it at the end. Does the same to her other side. Like, and then she just reaches for some berries and it's just make sure not to dip her sleeves in the berries. Oh, well, maybe you just start delegating. You think?
I think so, but
Well, yes, but then to who?
and what?
Who do you have?
We have. We have the aforementioned dragons, the Ginny, and the Rolls. I believe
Alright.
that's a semi-complete list.
Alright, well,
Um,
what if I'm assuming I think I've got this right. So priority Zelodio on ground without big kaboom.
mhm.
Right, okay. And I'm assuming that no, I don't know. So what are the other things you have to do while you're there? Because of course there's O'Hagan to deal with. And I don't think he's gonna let you just going around helping people.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm also uncertain of his like what he can like sense or whatever. Like I did have
I know.
I did just now have a thought. We do have allies in Alcar.
That should be useful. Just right, makes a note. Like,
But I don't know if like if I had Zephyr send a message to Whisper or someone, then I don't know if like someone would be able to detect that. And like, what would we even have them do? And are they alive? It's
Yes,
a lot of
that's
questions.
right, let's focus on what you would have them do. Because then, of course, if you don't get a response, then kind of answers some of the other questions, you know?
But yeah, there are a few people that I could contact, but so I guess then. Yeah, there's Jason Jasper. Not that Jasper, my Jasper.
And also, I'm not aware of any way for, like, sending spells to get, heard by
Intercepted.
anyone. Yeah, I'm not aware of any way you can do that.
Well, I assumed that if anyone had the capability of doing that, it would be O'Hagan. But if that's not something that's possible, then
Well, I don't know. I mean,
that's
I feel like it would require something, like, built and then enchanted and whatever to, like, do that. Or even just to prevent those sort of spells in the facility.
Yeah, it's possible that like spells couldn't like go through the dragon or something.
But at the same time, like,
It's worth a shot, though.
Common practice. I don't see why. If you think people would notice if like stuff like that was, you know, you couldn't send your friend a kindly message.
Well, I mean, no one on the dragon knows that there's an outside world. Well, most of them don't. So.
Well, will be a bit of adjustment for them, but I think right now that does have to be something they just have to deal with at the time.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, if we could get a message to Whisper or someone that they could, I don't know, try to like spread the word that something's gonna happen in a couple of months, and for everyone to be, I don't know, ready to get up and go. Or gather somewhere safe.
Gonna be fucking chicken little with the sky's not falling. We are.
Yeah, we're falling out of the sky. It's called Dragonfall.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something we could do, I guess. If it works anyway. Which of course for that we need Zephyr. Because they're the only one who can send messages.
But wouldn't they also have to have met?
I mean, I've done this kind of before, where I've done like a image of the person, but that's not always the most reliable thing.
Hmm.
Um. hmm.
Um, there's also Dan Mother Odd,
Yeah,
who
that's true.
should be in on this as soon as possible. Oh,
Yeah.
and Vida van Zon,
Who?
the seer.
Oh
What is
yeah.
her official title?
Um.
I've lost it.
Uh.
The Oracle of Alcor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
she isn't explicitly working in our favor, but she did give us the warning when O'Hagan started to actively attempt to get rid of us
Mhm.
the first time,
Yeah.
which would lend credence to the idea that she wants him out as well.
Mhm. Or that. I mean, her being an oracle, it could be just that this is what's fated to happen, and she was fated to tell us. I don't know how that all works, really.
Um,
Right. So everyone seems to have dried up on ideas on that front. But I
Mhm.
think it's progress.
Yeah, I think all of this has been progress for sure. We hadn't really discussed how we would do any of this.
I've not been to Alcor. I don't have much to say one way or the other.
Yeah. The whole other thing is that there's a divide between the upper and lower cities. It would be difficult for Whisper to like spread news up there if we can get a message to her.
Wait, upper and lower. Well, I wouldn't also.
Yes, that's
No, you carry on.
I was just saying there is with the divide.
Well, given that Lodia is going to be landing, I imagine those on the bottom are going to be in the most danger.
assume so.
Right, so what is...
It makes sense.
Okay, so let's say... Alright, so you get there, and you arriving... I mean, if you get there without drawing attention, then you can do a lot more than if you get there in a means that is quite obvious. Then you'll probably have to focus more on the Hagen thing, and then hope that you have enough people to sort out everything else. Yeah, it really... Here's the thing. We make a plan, we execute the plan, we wait for the plan to fail, throw away the plan. But, you know, as long as you have a general idea of your priorities, then you can kind of just have the plan happen based on what happens, I suppose.
Plans rarely survive first contact with the enemy, as General Sunmain would say.
Right, yes, the General Sunmain. That's a good advice from this Sunmain. Right, so... On my note, and nothing else is coming to mind as, like, your approach when you're on Zelodio. You have to kind of make sure that we've got everything that you want to do before having to go to the temple, and then figure out how that's aiding you on getting to Zelodio. Right, you mentioned teleporting from there. She sort of scratches her head a little bit. She's starting to, like, confuse herself with all the things.
Things are confusing.
I'll give her a hug.
Ah,
It's confusing to me too.
She'll set her, like, roll down and wrap around, and, like, the right wing grows out to wrap around you as well. Yes, no, let me just go back to this. I'm already feeling I need another break already. She says, she's, like, stroking your hair. Oh, could you tell I'm not a military strategist? I just like organizing things. As you're sort of sitting there, your silence and thought is interrupted by this little tooting sound. And seemingly out of nowhere, 3 ferrets just appear from under the tables and under the seats and start climbing on Galadia. Oh, not now. Come on. Oh, sort of grabs them and like slams them down, but like not hard, like just onto something soft. It's like poof, and they start wiggling as ferrets do.
Ferrets are adorable.
Um. So, according to my notes here, I say you just. I guess the best thing is to decide what messages to send to whom. Well, I guess when you plan on them having to act on said message. And then decide where you want to go next to continue your own steps forward in this. What I'm seeing
Yeah.
here.
As sound and ideas any.
Oh yes, and anyone else who partakes in the tea has an inspiration dice the next 24 hours.
Coolsies. That's good for getting out of here.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I break with trying some to be polite.
It's pretty good tea.
Besides, when with the druids, he probably drank a lot of tea.
Yeah. Probably a lot of like nettle tea and moss tea.
Swamps ain't good for the lavender and chamomile and mint.
Yeah. Galadia suddenly sort of stops, like her ears kind of perk up, and all the ferrets stop, and they kind of perk up. Oh, what do I think it is? And she gets up. Oh, give us a moment. And she just walks out, and the ferrets all scurry along after her. You hear their little paws like just going on like the wood floor.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Ace Ventura would be very happy here.
Such a good place. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
Therein lies the problem. We have a short time to get things done.
And everyone is eepy.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
for me, it's my fault for not sleeping rather than playing Subnautica. But it sucks you in.
Yeah,
It does.
okay.
Okay. It's just. I think some of it is we just don't have a clear plan ourselves.
Yeah.
Just kind of like.
We had the plan. Go to Solario. But then it's like, oh, you have 2 months. We now have a bunch of empty space to fill.
And gathering allies isn't bad, especially since the DM's hinting, like, you want to gather allies, because this is going to be a fight.
Yeah.
We've already gathered quite a lot of them, though.
Right.
Yeah, well, having allies and then making sure they're ready when shit goes down is a difference.
I'll be quick. 2 minutes. Well, maybe 3. All right. Yep.
If you need to go, we can head back to the material plane and figure some things out.
No, that's sorry. You hear that from like out the door, and then shortly after you see Kaleda get back to the door. It's like, oh, so hello everybody, and like then just pushing past her, you see like this really happy, kind of chubby, just very gleeful, smiling woman of. Well, you recognize like just from the brief you sort of just immediately recognize her like presence as Melora just like pushes her out the way, being like, hello everyone, hi, I just had to stop by real quick, my wife is waiting, I have to get really quick, but Sarah, hi.
Hello.
Hello
Oh my
there.
gosh.
Look,
Hello.
congratulations on the wedding. She comes over and she's like pinches your little cheeks and she's like, oh,
Oh, well, we're planning on having a proper party after all this is over, so if you're not busy.
I'm sure we could find the time. I'll have to.
Yeah, maybe we can host it here. I mean, it might be difficult to bring everyone, but if you don't mind.
Such a fantastic idea. I'll have to run it by my lovely wife. And also
Oh yeah,
the
I'd
idea
love
of
to meet her.
bringing so many people into the
yeah.
celestial plane. I have to run that by other people as well. It's a fantastic idea. Or at least, maybe I can. As long as I know when it is,
Fine.
might be able to get some form of avatar sorted to
Mm.
briefly mingle down there. But anyway, lovely to see you all. I hear such things. I imagine you all do such fun, fantastic things for the mortal realm and that. But I have got to go. Sorry. Mwah. She's out.
Aw.
She's out.
Bye. That was, wow. There might be storm gods and Itai or whatever, but she's a tempest.
Just comes in with all that energy and
Mm-hmm. And sweeps away.
Like when she turns and whooshes away, you swear you see like a leaf, like silhouette of her, as if it would be like a smoke left behind by someone moving really fast, and then just falls to the ground as she's gone.
That interaction very much gave me the vibes of like just like a very busy grandmother.
Yeah, that's kind of what she is to Syrah.
You know, grandma, the goddess of nature.
Yep. Though you do notice that the sun's like a little brighter. It's a mood that reflects this place. Like, all right, okay, I'm back. Go, let's go, let's go. Like you just hear that like down the hall. Oh well, that was Melora, and I that's Melora. No other way to say it, really.
Yeah, wow.
With a lot,
Quite the...
with a lot going on in
Yeah.
the prime material plane, there's a lot the gods to be doing as well.
Mm.
But I just let her know you were here, make sure everything was fine. And then she said she had to meet you. And I got a glare from someone else.
I see.
Yes. Doesn't give her a name, but still, yes, the law bearer, because of course there's have a schedule to keep, and law bearer is very much about executing the plan and the schedule exactly. So, felt like I got a bit of a glare from her when I caused her little diversion. But it made me a lot happy, so it's worth it. Not that she wasn't happy before, but just stopped and like very serene, like really like smiling, closes her eyes, and you see her just like grasp the air of like the muddling of what she was trying to get across, and she just throws her hands out to the side. It's just like, go away. I'm done with this thought. Like I am clearly going nowhere with this. Discard it.
All right. Well, we'll meet our allies and figure out what exactly we're doing next. Bit overwhelmed, if I'm being honest.
I mean, we can keep it short if everyone's too eager to think on what to do next. 'Cause that's, I thought Opalav was
Yeah.
the next stop, possibly.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
it's if he's. I think that is the best way to.
At this point, you're in the celestial plane. You can try and bounce to anywhere on the material plane.
All right, let's go to Altvalab then. Or try to, anyways.
All right, make that roll, make that roll, make that rolly, rolly, roll.
I kind of want us to somehow randomly end up somewhere on the celestial plane. Ah,
Oh,
Oh, it is.
There's not a
impossible
guidance and
to
a flash of-
succeed. But 2.
that makes it 4.
and
10.
Flash of Genius would turn it 10. That's
Well,
no,
you have a D8.
DC.
You have a D8.
Oh, you're right. I
so
do.
you need to roll a 5 or
5.
higher, so it's an average. No.
All right, so
Okay.
D100 on a
Or
1 to 60.
wherever
1 to 60, travel to a random location on the plane you named, which would be the material plane. Damn. 61 to 100, you travel to a randomly determined plane of existence.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Shenanigans.
Ah, well, random place on the material plane.
random
I
place
mean,
to
this is
material place,
not
you
the
say.
first time this has happened.
All right, let me just get my darts out. Round and around and around and around and around.
Just not in the lava.
Why did you say something? We were all thinking it. Why did you say it?
Because I wanted it to happen.
Why did you just say it?
It's got that castle near it.
I'm having fun.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I think
Uh-oh.
we've been pretty much everywhere on this map.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, most of it.
Random
Okay.
place on the material plane. Okay.
Castle Starford we've been to. It's near the Secret Grove. I mean, we haven't been to there specifically, but we've been in that area.
Oh boy. Hey, what do I just realized? Alcor's in the material plane.
Uh-oh, that is true.
No.
Oh,
Pop
I
up in
see.
O'Hagan's
New
living room,
worst
like-
possibility.
Just pop up
I didn't
on,
think we'd be
O'Hagan's
able to
doorstep.
outdo the lava, but here we are.
So, Anu, please tell us where we're going.
Where are you going? Hold on. What was it called again? The
So overwhelmed
'Cause
by
it
Melora's
says-
presence.
it says the plane.
Yes,
It does not
the plane,
specify
material plane.
the Badlands.
No. Oh wait, are we ending up in freaking
We're going to the Shattered Teeth, everybody.
I mean that those
Or something.
teleporter spots did take us in those places, yeah. Fuck, it starts with a T. Not Tamriel, that's
Tal'Dorei.
Skyrim. Taldore. For some reason Tamriel was in my head and I'm like, no, that's Skyrim, that's not right.
Mhm.
Gang, welcome to Islecross.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I mean, I'm resistant to cold, so I don't care too much about it.
Nervous laughter.
This just in.
Ginger.
Local champion of the Hearth's Flame, not bothered by the cold.
Where's that?
I mean, that's more
Yeah.
draconic than anything.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was funny. That's
Sorry,
great.
I'm looking through my
Mines
source
hates
code,
the cold.
and some of them have disappeared. Oh, there it is.
All of us riding the Kriv bus, feel the magic start to go wrong. It's like, ah, shit. Here we go again.
Hold on. I want to specify something here. We failed the check. On a failure, you and each creature and object within 15 feet of you are teleported here. Which means anyone and anything within 15 feet of me in the material on the celestial plane we just left is now there with us.
Oh. Did we do it in the middle of Galadia's? Oh no. Was she there? Oh no.
I think we brought Copernicus.
Oh no.
Ah!
We have kidnapped the doggo.
Oh no. We need to go back. We need to go back.
I mean, it's possible this is an at-will thing.
Mm-hmm. Go back, go back, go back.
I mean, okay, I'm assuming that you said, okay, we're gonna go now. And
Yep.
got out of the room.
Yeah, maybe. Let's not have been in the middle of the room when it happened.
'Cause
Even if it's only for the DM's sanity.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just like, let's take a little crater of dirt with us. It's fine.
Maybe a random chair.
Just Minecraft creeper hole left.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
okay, right, this... No, not that one.
Instead of an explosion, it's just...
Oh, jeez,
We're having way too much fun with this.
yeah.
The failures are honestly more.
Everybody's
valuable than
awake
successes.
now.
You know what would make sense, actually? Freaking... yes. I know where you end up.
Oh.
I don't like the sound of that.
You suddenly appear. Underneath a very large tree in the middle of what appears to be some form of town.
Oh. Weird Whitestone.
The
If-
power of
my
Valora is
God.
emanating from this tree.
Wow. Wait, this place is still... What?
Is
Wow.
it like? Is this like an occupied town? Like,
Yeah, is this
Or-
ruined or like...
Did we
What,
just bump
what's
into
the
a bunch of
story
people?
here?
Because I forget, we figured out the timeline between us and like the critical role thing. It was like
Yeah.
centuries or something.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. You did. But it
It's-
seems that this place is still occupied and being maintained.
Huh.
Mm.
Interesting.
The Derolo bloodline is strong here.
Mm-hmm.
With Vexalia there,
ah,
How could you say otherwise?
Strange.
Hmm.
You see
This is
a
Okay.
not
large,
love.
but like
Okay.
very humble-looking town, despite its size. Just sprawls of thatch-roofed houses and all sort of going off in all directions on this tree. Around the tree, there's like market stalls and everything. And, well,
Did we just crush a stall?
Hopefully
my
not.
cabbages!
That is honestly what first popped in my head when he asked that.
But no, you're on the bit of grass like around the tree itself before the stone and the market stands. And with you just appearing there, within a few seconds you hear as multiple rifles that is trained on you.
Uh-oh.
Do we know what rifles are?
Muskets. Like,
I don't know.
Do we know what muskets are?
you have things pointed at you that look like maybe stabs or something.
Mm.
By what
Army
appear to
of
be
wizards.
town guards.
Oh.
Whatever this is, it's a threat.
Sorry.
Corinth will raise his hands, no weapon, no shield, trying to be as unintimidating as possible. Apologies. Teleportation magic gone a bit awry. We do apologize for this unannounced arrival. I'm
And destruction of
Krivnorixius,
property.
Paladin of Pelor, the Dawnfather. This is my sister, and these are my traveling companions. Please, we mean no harm.
I mean, wait. Can they understand us?
About to find out.
They're looking at you and you see one of them, basically a armored figure step between the guard and and like towards you. This guy's like got a lance and a shield with a weird like tube at the end of the lance. Like for some reason there's like an opening in it. And they just look at you when they go, You mean no harm, so you tell us? But who are you? How did you learn of this place?
Well,
and what are your
as
intentions?
Well, as stated before, I am Krivnorixius, Paladin of Pelor. This is my sister Sira. This is my companion Thobrick Upa. This is Lady Fascatel and her daughter Blix. That is Lady Fascatel's automaton, Saphir, and Draki. As to how we learned of this place, we did not. As I said, teleportation magic went awry. Some Fey intervention meant we ended up in a spot that was not our destination purely by random knife at the map kind of thing. Our intentions? Well, our intentions are to hopefully leave in peace, maybe looks at the destroyed property, fix things before we go, and go to our intended destination.
Landed here by chance, you say?
Absolutely.
From the celestial realm.
Come again?
Came here from. Well, it was a plane shift, not a teleport, but we came here from Melora's realm.
You see some of the guards like they still got the guns trained at you, but they do like slack it a bit, kind of in like what? Like,
I mean, if you need proof of my celestial connections, I mean, I don't want to startle anyone though.
no. That oddly makes sense. I Right. I'll have to tell council about this arrival. Of course, you can be on your way. It's just we want to ideal sort of circumstances. You in Melora's realm, it's been you in the celestial realm, whereas our sun tree is linked mostly to Pelor. It's still somewhat of a point of the celestial upon this land.
Well, again, I was the one who used the plane shift, and I am a paladin of Pelor, so.
Yes, that is making some sense. So, centuries after. How many centuries did we calculate?
I don't know.
Or just centuries as in like a loose...
I thought it'd been many, many more years, but I mean...
I don't think it quite hit millennia, but...
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just the story that O'Hagan spread, but...
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, yeah. Probably,
Wow,
Olsen
for a
trees
minute?
grown a few inches.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like this is the picture on the wiki for the current state of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, as one of the captains of the Pale Guard, I suppose I welcome you to Whitestone. How do you you see them all like carefully release the hammer on their rifles and put them up onto their shoulder. Right, he pulled out a little book. He's like, "Can I take all of your names, please?" I've got you, Quiv Nixius, and Pelor.
Cyranerexius.
You're an
As he said
Nixius.
twice now, I'm his sister. Yes.
Damn, Sierra getting that back talk.
Well,
Got a lot more confident in herself.
I mean, it's true.
The recent marriage was probably good.
Well-
for her.
Look what the married life gives her.
Yeah, I mean, my partner is a dragon, and I'm not saying this right now.
Just in the McDonald's with her there,
They
just
asked
like
for
she
no
says.
Oh no, Sierra is very etymologically similar to Karen. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
no.
Forgive the pause.
Yeah,
Blood of the Covenant.
pores, yes.
The blood of the Covenant and such.
Mm-hmm.
I did not question the fact that you were his sister. I was not expecting the same surname. That was all.
Well, I never had a surname of my own, so.
But I'm glad to
Grateful
have found
spell
your
it.
company. Please spell Nixius' sake.
Norixis.
It looks to Criv for confirmation.
Criv he gives the confirmation of the spelling Norixis.
Alright. And Lady Rivet.
Criv will give her full name.
Rivet.
Eliwick Pascatel. That's like I don't remember the full thing, but it's fun because it's
I'm
almost
staring
like the
at it
whole
in the face,
personal.
and when you said lady earlier, for a second, Rivet was smiling really big, and then you said Fascatel, and she just kind of deflated
like,
just
"Oh,
a
yeah,
little bit.
Yeah, just say
Like,
the whole
oh,
thing."
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Oh, he didn't do it.
I don't think you
Well,
were.
I don't remember it, but
Yeah,
Criv
we
would
can,
give.
we can have it that he says the whole name.
Yeah, Criv definitely would say the entire name and just watch this man have to write it all.
Mhm.
And we'll
Half
do
of
the same
it's in
thing for
Gnomish.
Blix.
There are so many J's in here.
He'll also give Blix's full name, as was decided upon.
Thankfully, we are quite used to rather long names here in City of the Sun Tree.
It's an interesting name for a city.
Nam Tobrekulpa.
Right. Oh, you hear some murmurings from the crowd, and you just hear, "Make way, make way. What is all the
Uh-oh.
fuss over here?"
Oh.
And you see a woman in like lighter armor, very regal looking, like long coat with like shoulder plating and bits and bobs here, a bow on her back, long, mostly gray hair, but there's still a few flecks of black in there, and a younger looking what appears to be a half elf accompanying her, also sporting a bow. It's like, Oh, Grand Mistress, it's nothing. We have it under control. Shush. And this woman just looks over all of you for a little bit. So, right. Sorry, no. Yeah. Quite peculiar visitors, I guess. Right, not. I'm sure the guards have said most of it. Like, what has been learned so far? He gives the rundown of what's already been said between them. Oh. Sorry, what? She was so kind. What manner of spell was it that brought you here again?
Flame shift.
Right. Yes, that can happen. That's very well. Let me introduce myself. Seems that names have already been given here. Let's see. I am. There's so many titles here to go by. Let's see. I am Lady Vexalia de Rolo, Baroness of the First House of Whitestone, and the Grand Mistress of the Grey Hunt. Nice to meet you all. This is my son. Oh, yes, Vaxodan de Rolo. Nice to meet you. Not quite got any fancy titles like my mother yet, but still, and you see at his side is this brown bear that has some, like, light armor and decoration on it as well. And, well, with the nature of magic and stuff, you sort of, I'm looking at you, you don't see anything nefarious about any of you, but, are you able to cast that spell again and be on your way, or?
We are.
We have
yes.
a tavern. Okay. Right. Well, as curious as I am, I'm sure you have things to be getting on with. You seem like the adventuring sort. It's mine are behind me, but still, I recognize you when I see you.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, just a moment. I will close my eyes and I will pray to Pillow. Pillow? It's your boy. I don't say that. I think I almost killed Sky.
I was drinking water, you fuck.
Yo, is someone calling Pelor next to me? What?
Oh my god.
hello. Had a bit of a mishap with the plane shift. We will need to stop by really quick into your realm. Do apologize.
Very well.
Can.
Okay, let's see how this works out. Intelligence roll. Let's go.
Yeah.
Zoop. We had
Oh.
to impellers round.
Well, bye then. And
Good day.
yeah, no, I flubbed that. I forgot. Half elves don't live nearly as long, but whatever.
Yeah, I think Keyleth would be the only one who's alive, and that's simply because
Yeah.
of the druid
If it's been
thing.
multiple centuries, then maybe, I mean, they could still be a Lady Vexalia Dorolo. Just maybe this is a Lady Vexalia Dorolo the second or third.
Yeah, just like how Vaxildon, was obviously named after the original.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah, let's just say Vaxildon said all that instead of Vex being there.
Well,
Yeah.
I
But like
mean,
much more grown up. Like he'd still be old.
oh yeah,
but,
the
like,
kid. The kid Vax, yeah.
Yeah, the kid Vax. Yeah.
If we actually did crash a cabbage cart, then we would have tossed the guy a few gold for the as a sorry for the accident. Or they left.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So I'm going to lose 5 gold.
And sorry, I see Vaxildon Derolo's picture has the fucking bear, so of course he's got to have a actual fucking bear by this point.
Yeah. Obviously.
Trinket the second.
All right. Let's see how things go for the return trip to the material plane. Alpha Love, here we come. You know, this is the third time. I want to specify something here. This is the third time in a row that when we tried to go to Alt Will Love using this, we fail.
Yeah.
Every time we try to plane shift to that specific location, we fail.
I mean, this one was just for a bridge in between, but right? Or no?
We just
No.
end up right
Oh,
back in
every-
the white stone.
Yeah, we went to Paler. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
All right. Oh
just-
no. We just end up on a random plane of existence now.
Oh,
Excellent. Excellent.
And we got lucky again and did we just end up right back into Whitestown, crushing the cabbage cart again.
I'm having fun.
right. You hear laughing.
No, and I cannot stress this enough. Fucking way. We're at 1 in 4. No, sorry, 1 in 8,000 chances here, folks,
What,
of
double
not
that one?
of failing. 3 times.
Yeah, because that's how we ended up in the upper left-hand corner. And then we tried to do it again, ended up in Whitestone, trying to do it again, and now we're going to some random plane.
And now we're going
Again.
to a random plane of existence again. I can't believe we're back in the fucking building again.
Ah, shoot. Did someone leave the door to the back rooms open?
Yeah, just like clip through. I
Clip through the floor in Palos domain, go straight to hell.
Oh, I'm laughing so hard, I'm giving myself a headache.
is there a rollable table for like what plane you end up onto?
No, it just says you end up in a random plane of existence.
Yeah, no.
How many planes
Yeah.
are there?
1, 2. So if you count the material plane, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 10 planes of existence. So you have the
Oh.
material, the Shadowfell, the Fae, the 4 elemental planes, and then Celestial Realm, and then the Hells. Oh, and then the Abyss. So
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
I think we're gonna have to hit
Good
the
news, gang. We're gonna be just fine.
Well, hey, if we're on a plane that's not the material plane, we can then immediately plane shift out.
Well, one thing for sure, we're not bored anymore.
Were we bored? No, we were eepy, and now we're not eepy anymore.
Yeah, this has shocked us out of our eepiness.
Dang it, Dorothy, click those heels right.
Who you calling Dorothy?
Who you calling Pinhead?
Was that you, Skylar?
Yes, that
Oh
was
my
me.
god. Oh no.
You land in a land of bleak mountains, barren moors, ruined cities, and forests of twisted black trees. Tombs, mausoleums, gravestones, and sarcophagi litter the landscape. Undead swarms you can see in the distance, just roaming currently. Like,
Uh-oh.
The Shadowfell sounds like.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we're not in the material plane, which would have meant that we need to do this twice again.
in the distance,
but-
you see a huge palace crafted of obsidian and bone.
Unless we're in the land of the dead.
In the middle of this
Yeah.
howling wasteland.
Maybe we are dead. Oh wow.
And there are tombs and burial sites dug into the sheer slopes that this palace is set upon, creating a tiered necropolis. Welcome to Thanatos, in the abyss.
Ah,
Okay. This is not a good place to be. Let's
Remember
get
how we
the
were
hell
like
out
this-
of here. I mean, this isn't the hells, but let's get the hell out of here.
Welcome
How
to the,
bad could this get?
the dead
And then
realm
we're
of
in
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
Eject, eject, eject.
yeah.
Get us
Button,
the hell
push the
out of
button,
here.
push the button.
Anywhere
yeah,
on the
this is-
material plane is better than this.
Trying for
You
Alt-Lab
land
again.
there, and just like you land there,
Guidance.
you land. You're like, look, you look around, and by the time you've even done looking around, you just hear this undead wail as from all sides. It's like fucking. You've alerted the
I wish I was a
horde.
cleric right now. I wish I was a cleric right now with turn undead. I'm not. Let's get the fuck out.
Go,
God, you let me
go,
roll earlier.
go.
Go,
There we go.
get out.
You're
now.
seeing huge undead
Roll the
like
guidance.
behemoths just coming up the fucking. Just like you weren't on your own. You landed, and there's literally like 15, 20 feet away, just all these undead creatures that were just there, and then they turn around, they see you, they all come sprinting in that one turn,
What's the guidance?
and then
Oh my
with the
fuck.
guidance.
It's a D4.
Yeah, guidance. Oh, sorry. Bleh. 1.
Does Ronan have
Flash
flash or
genius.
left?
You have a
There's
flash
like
genius
3
left.
of them.
Okay. Woof.
At least we don't take any of the zombies with us.
You're back in the material
Well-
plane. I mean, not the material plane, the fucking celestial plane. Unless you're trying to get to the material plane at that point.
In a different plane than the material plane. I mean, hey, if you want to try again.
Like, okay, will you be like, no, let's go back to Pelos, or are you actually trying to get to the material
No,
plane from here?
I said aiming for alt love again.
Alright, you finally fucking get there.
Looks like 4th time's the charm.
Yeah. And
Can you please roll one more intelligence save just in case we did go back to see what it would have been? Incredible!
Well, you want to know what's funny? The dice showed it being a nat 1, and then it tipped over to a 19.
I think the dice is like,
y'all.
the dice is like, I've screwed you enough.
It was awesome.
So yeah, literally they all had one round of movement and they could have done attacks, but like, yeah, you just have to very quickly like cling to each other while the amulet goes off again, as they just like come in and just start pummeling and stabbing you, and then just gone again. You get to freaking all well off, but you're like, ow, that sucked. Like, because just that one round of being swarmed. Let's just hope nothing else noticed you were there.
I'm literally a glowing beacon of the divine because of my brooch. I think something noticed us.
Yeah.
We have an extremely powerful Aasimar in our party as well.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
What?
This is fun.
Orcus is shitting his palace and going, the fuck is that? Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucking attacked by Orcus in like 2 hours.
Oh
y'all.
god.
What happened was Orcus was looking out his window and suddenly he got the rivet treatment of think fast, chocolates.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Fucking Orcus just chilling in his palace and just suddenly. What are they doing over there?
Doing over there.
Then suddenly just gone. He's like, oh. Okay.
You
Or
weren't
he was like,
clever enough to.
or he was like, some challengers come to face me in battle. It has been some time since
Where'd they go?
they just fucking left.
Where'd they go?
Okay.
It's just like that one goes, where'd they go?
Okay.
Yep. Just Orcus sitting there in the middle of having a speech to his freaking undead masses, and he's like, "Turn that light off! Turn that light off!"
I just think of that. What's it? It was a D&D short where Evil King is giving his speech. Bard is distracting. I think it was probably like one-shot questers.
Yeah, that would be the freaking.
Or at least Martelis.
Yeah.
What was the name of the plane we ended up in?
Thanatos.
Thanos?
Part of the
Thanatos,
abyss.
the layer of the abyss.
Yeah.
Domain of Orcus,
Yes.
aka Tenebris, aka the demon lord of undeath, the shadow that was, the blood lord, you know.
Depends.
Him.
Yeah. The
All
judgment
the
of
fun
the
stuffs.
Oratrice Mécanique and D'Annalise Cardinal.
Now return to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Annalise Cardinal.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck, that was
Well,
wild.
glad that's behind us. Wink.
Yeah.
Surely nothing bad can happen now.
I
Yeah.
found
Surely
a
that Death
table.
Knight isn't like, I don't know.
Oh no.
Forces with the god with the freaking demon lord of death.
Now let's go check in on that beholder we left
It's
behind.
like that.
Yeah.
You see that D20 I rolled? No, that was just me. Okay, I
No,
rolled
it
on a
was just
table
you.
of the planes. It's like, well, at least we didn't end up in the abyss. 4. What's 4 on the table? The abyss.
Oh, yeah, I see that. It's like creating a multiverse.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right. Yeah. No, that's it. We're done. You made it all
Okay.
well off. We'll worry about all well off next time.
Jesus Christ.
God, I was laughing so hard I've given myself a headache.
I just feel like you arrived there, like clutching the amulet, frozen like a cat that just got caught. You know, it's just like, ugh, is it done? Is it over? Okay.
And then the shadow dragon shows up behind me. Hey, I thought you weren't coming back here. Fuck.
No, thankfully you're in all well of itself.
Imagine
We're
we
in the room
end
with
up.
that.
We're in the library with the beholder.
I was gonna say we're in the area with the Sword of Kaz, but sure.
No, you're in the
We'll let Audie
courtyard.
decide. Yeah,
You're
all
in the
right.
courtyard.
I'm gonna make dinner.
Okay. Right, let's go raid
Holy
someone, shall we?
shit.
And I'm going inside. More Subnautica? Or Monster Hunter? I think I'll flip a coin.
Let's go see Cariel Narve. Cariel Narve. As always, please be good to yourself. Excellent to each other. And critical hit your enemies. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.